Okay, what story are you telling? And how does the story that you are telling today make a difference to the story you are living tomorrow? That's what we're going to be talking about today. And I love this topic because it affects all of us. I have had personal experience of how amazingly easy you can change your story. I'm just hesitating because this is telling me my connection's not good. Well, seems to be okay. All right. So I've had experience of how stories that I tell change and affect the story that I live. And I don't think many people are looking at this. So I want to explore it today. Does that sound good? Are you interested in getting into this? I hope so. I hope this is going to be fun for you. So hi, I am Kylie Ansett. I am the Alignment Whisperer, and I am here to help you get in alignment with your inner wisdom, because I believe that each and every one of us has a incredible powerhouse of wisdom and knowledge and alignment within us that if only we tapped into and listened to, we would have an amazing ability to know how to live our lives with purpose. So I'm here to kind of help you uncover that and get in touch with and get into alignment with that inner wisdom. Sound good? I'm coming to you from beautiful Sydney, Australia, and this is your daily dose of alignment. Okay, so let's talk about stories. Storytelling. We all love stories, right? We all love telling stories. We all love listening to stories. And how would you like to be able to create the story of your life one day at a time? Create the story of tomorrow today. Does that sound like something you would like to do? Does that sound something that would be cool? Would you like to be able to say, okay, this is the future I want. I'm going to write it today and I'm going to live it tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be just so cool to be able to write the story of tomorrow today? I think that's almost a little bit like magic. That's like Harry Potter land. That's like waving a magic wand and making a wish on a bottle. What is it? A wish on a genie bottle? rubbing the genie lamp. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what this is. Well, I am here to tell you that you are already doing it. Oh my God. Yes. You are already doing this. You are already writing your story, tomorrow's story today. You're doing it right now. And do you know how you're doing it? This is the scary bit. This is a bit that might kind of, it's not, okay. It's not scary. It just shows exactly how much power each and every one of us have with the power of our words, the power of our mind, the power of what we speak about. Because whatever you do speak about, that is the story that you are creating for tomorrow. Now, you might not think this is true. You might think that, but when I'm telling a story about how, the luggage got lost at the airport, or the waiter in the restaurant got my order wrong, or my mother-in-law gave me the same present that I gave her last year, or one of a million stories that you tell. You might think that you're telling that story because it's true, like it happened. They did lose my luggage at the airport, and I had no clean underwear for the whole trip. And, I also, I had to spend all my money on buying underwear. I don't know. Like it's true. My mother-in-law did give me the gift that I spent so many hours and dollars, picking out perfect for her last year. And she just gave it back to me this year. That's how little she thought of me. Like that happened. I mean, it didn't actually happen. I don't even have a mother-in-law. But you know what I'm saying, we tell these stories because they happened, they're true, and it's kind of entertaining for other people. Like, other people like hearing about our story of like sitting at the airport for 6 hours and, you know, not being able to find our luggage, or coming home and finding that we picked up someone else's suitcase instead of our own, or, you know, whatever. It's like, we like these kind of stories of drama. You know, we watch them on TV, the explosion that happened or nearly happened and all that kind of thing. So we like the drama. We like retelling the drama of our lives. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay, what's already happened, that's happened. That's old news. It's done. It's done and dusted. When you are bringing the drama, which is usually like the crappy things that happened in your life yesterday, when you're bringing the vibration, the energetic vibration of those stories, when you're bringing them forward into today by recreating them with your words or with your thoughts, because we might not be telling the story to someone, you know, at like a friend when we go out for coffee. We might not be telling the story, but we're telling the story to ourselves. Oh, he said that, and he said that, and I should have said this, and next time I'm going to say this, and why didn't I, and and like we have this whole scenario that's running. Like, is anyone else guilty of this? The whole story's running in your head, and it's on replay. It's like I've listened to that story in my head 50,000 times, and I'm still listening to it again. Well, what are we doing when this happens? What are we doing? What we are bringing the vibration, because it's to the way we are intentionally or unintentionally creating our reality. The way we are doing that is through the vibration that we are offering out into the world. And it's not about the words of the story, or the funny thing where, you know, this happened at the airport, or she said that, or it's not about that. It's about the vibration that comes with that story. So if you had the suitcase being lost story, which caused you to, you know, have an epiphany about your life or something, and that was the story, and the vibration of the story was one of how amazing that something that could have tripped me up actually caused me to have the best holiday in the world. Like, if that's the vibration, then that's what you're offering out into the world. Whereas when you are offering a story of, you know, woe is me, and everyone's out to get me, and like it always goes wrong for me, when that's the vibration you're offering, then that is the story you're telling. That's the story you're telling, that's the vibration you're offering, and whatever vibration you are offering today is the story you'll be living tomorrow. So that's kind of the trick. That is the takeaway. If you take nothing else away from this except for that, whatever the vibration of the story you're telling today is the reality of the story you'll be living tomorrow. So that's all you need to worry about, is like, am I telling this because I want people to feel sorry for me, or because I want to feel vindicated in my indignation and my anger, and I want to feel justified in the fact that, you know, my mother-in-law really doesn't care about me. Like, if that's the vibration and that's the story that you're telling, then the reality you'll be living tomorrow, I mean, it's not going to be the same story, but it's going to be the same vibration. Different characters, different scenarios, different scenes, different set pieces, but the same vibration. It'll be the same story, just being repeated with a different cast. That's what happens. So that is how you have such incredible ability to intentionally tell the story that you want to be living tomorrow. If you start doing this intentionally, then the story you're living tomorrow is going to be one of whatever you intend to put out there. And isn't that pretty cool? Isn't that something that, you know, you actually would like to do? Isn't that something that would be empowering? Isn't it exciting to know that whatever story you are telling yourself and the world is the one you're going to be living tomorrow? Doesn't that sound pretty cool? I tell you what, once I realized this, once I got this concept locked in, it changed everything. It changed, obviously, the way I showed up in the world. Now, I certainly like to think of myself as a positive person, and I like to think of myself as someone who positively influences others, but I am definitely guilty of the self-talk. The self-talk that is where often I'd be telling a different story. I wouldn't be telling the story of how everything is always working out for me. I'd be telling the story of how everything is never working out for me. Now, that vibration is, if I'm offering that vibration in the world, then that's tomorrow's reality. It's actually incredibly empowering, and it causes us to take complete and utter responsibility for everything that we are experiencing, yes, but more so everything that we are vibrating with. Like, no matter what is happening to us, we always have the choice of what vibration we're offering, what story we're telling about that. The worst thing in the world can happen to you, or let's say this, the worst thing in the world could happen to two people, the exact same really bad thing, and one person will, for the rest of their life, tell the story of how bad they had it, and the other person who had the exact same experience will tell the story of how that bad thing that happened caused them to have the best thing that ever happened. The vibration that each of them are offering out into the world is the opposite, and you can bet your bottom dollar that the reality that they will be living will be like their paths will diverge in complete opposite directions. So that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. I hope you do too. I hope you've enjoyed this daily dose of alignment, and it's got you thinking about what story you are telling. Okay, I will look forward to connecting with you next time. Bye.